Andrew Santino. Is that his name?
Yeah,
The
yeah, the comedian. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does kind of look like him.
You know, in my time on what was it?
Little Dicky show.
Yeah, what's his
Dave.
name? Dave.
Dave
Yeah.
is fire. Is it a far stretch to say that you guys are like if the Sandlot kids chose music when they grew up?
I mean, I would say we're as much like that in terms of like all of our. I feel like all of us are kind of characters.
Like the personalities, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not even just the three of us, but the rest of the band is like,
Mm.
you know,
The drummer alone.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
He's a
trying to
great
think who
character.
would he be in the Sandlot? I don't know.
Who's the catcher? Who's shitting on everybody?
Oh yeah, that's true. Who is the catcher?
Who is
Sal's the
the
catcher.
shitter? Yeah.
No offense. to Sal. You would- no, I don't know, dude.
Gabe's definitely Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
No,
Hey.
dude, no.
Or maybe Jake.
Yeah.
Which one's the? Oh. You mean our Jake?
Yeah.
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 That's fair.
I was about to say, man,
That's
remembering
Yeah.
that many names from
I was like,
Sandlot?
who-
I
Which
know,
one's
I was
Jake?
about to say,
That's
hey,
pathetic, dude.
Jamie, can you pull up the Sandlot real quick?
Yeah, exactly. Pull
Benny,
that up.
Benny was like the best one.
Yeah, no, I remember him.
Yeah.
What's the main kid's name?
I do not recall.
Smalls.
Oh well, yeah, duh.
Smalls,
But what's his that?
classic. That's a great memory.
What's his like? Does he have a name?
Smalls.
That's just his name.
Yeah.
I think it's Al Smalls.
Who got kissed by a lifeguard?
Oh,
That was the-
Squints.
Yeah.
Squid, bro!
Yeah.
Bingo! Let's go.
Yeah. This magic moment.
I've seen that
the,
movie so many times.
no.
Yeah, dude.
That's a top tier
Yeah.
class.
They puke on the roller coaster, and then Ray Charles sings "America the Beautiful." It doesn't get any better than that. You know what I'm
An American love story.
saying?
Yeah, man. And then also, this is just a second punchline, I guess. I was like, y'all are like a fantasy football league where like everybody loses and has to play instruments,
Dude.
and then y'all come together and form a band.
We do have a league.
Yeah.
we do have a league.
No, but just to say, like, you guys seem to have great chemistry and your
Sure. Yeah.
great energy.
Yeah.
It's been great this whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. What's give me the story behind how you guys met, and with the microphone to be a more of a nuisance. Just make sure it's in front of whoever's talking.
For sure.
Well, Tucker's my brother, my actual brother.
That's awesome.
Soul brother.
Yeah, no, but my older brother.
Yeah.
So we started kind of playing music together, like when we were kids, and then Tucker had been playing with Connor, the drummer that is our drummer now, in a bunch of other bands, and we kind of were just messing around. I was like 16 probably when we started playing together, like actually playing.
Yeah.
And then Connor knew Dalton, and Dalton knew some horn players, and then we
Right.
had a whole band. Yeah.
They actually just kind of found me on the side of the road. One
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys are an orchestra though.
Yeah.
Right.
We have like 7 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got like a horn section, and then bass, drums, guitar,
Right.
keys.
Yeah. You guys are like the high school musical gang. You
I
know?
love these references.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No,
the-
I'll take it.
but so how?
I'm
like,
Gabriella, obviously.
I was just trying to remember names.
What is this song?
I'm Sharpay.
That's the
Yeah,
I was trying
yeah,
to remember
yeah.
which is Sharpay.
Yeah.
Sorry, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be Connor.
That's true.
But yeah, the way you guys like to have a group of 7
Yeah.
of a similar age group come together and play music like that, it's rare, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, is it rare in New Orleans? Do y'all see
I
it
would
all?
say it's pretty rare. I
Yeah.
mean, for sure, like, there's not a lot of bands that, like, most of the members, that's their main, project that they're, like,
Right.
working towards. So we're really lucky with that. We kind of, me, Tucker, Connor, and Dalton have all kind of been working towards, one goal specifically for, like, almost 7 years,
Mm.
something like that.
Towards like the Pocket Chocolate Dream is what
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
being able to play music full time, and like book our own stuff and build like our own thing
What percentage are you guys at? Like, where's the
of like what,
like
like
how,
completion.
how close? Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, that was unnecessary too.
I mean, I feel like personally, I'm like nowhere near, but we have some cool stuff, some exclusive sneak peek stuff that you can't know about yet, and then also stuff you can know about.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think we all have like a pretty like similar idea of what we're trying to do and like the vision. So, the sky's the limit if you believe it.
Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast.
Welcome, guys, to the Gulf Coast Music Podcast. Today's new wave, Pocket Chocolate, with Gabe, Dalton,
Yeah.
and Tucker. And let's ditch that microphone and just use that one.
Just this one.
All right.
We'll just kind of keep this one in the air. Yeah, be
Get
going.
out of here, Mike. Get out of here.
Whoa. Goes by Michael.
That was great. That was really good. I hope that was planned beforehand.
No.
Nah,
God,
nah,
no.
never is. Never is.
Andrew Santino. No, I'm sorry.
Andrew Santino, everybody.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you guys for coming on. I didn't give y'all a
Yeah,
chance. to
thanks for
introduce
having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are coming through for a Orange Beach tour. An Orange Beach. What do they call that in the fraternity world?
A beer run.
Something like that. like the weekend banger or something like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're passing through quickly, but it'll be a good time,
There you go. There you go. Some Floribama festivities.
dude.
Yeah.
Actually, though,
Yeah.
anyone with Floribama out there,
Yeah.
we should be playing there. So
I like how you two just put on the headphones.
yeah.
Like everybody's like, do I need the headphones? But you guys are just like,
Oh,
oh
dude,
yeah.
They're on.
I gotta go with the headphones, right? Am I
Yeah.
not? Should I not go
No,
headphones?
yeah, you look very professional with the
Alright,
headphones and tie dye.
Thank you.
Tell me about the album, Pocket Chocolate. Let's speak on that.
You could talk, Dalton.
So
I've
the
talked to
the
him.
album was it's an experience. We spent a lot of time on it, making sure that we cross the T's, dot the I's.
Yeah.
And we started off simple. We recorded the rhythm section first, so the guitar, keys, drums, bass,
Yeah.
vocals, little scratch vocals. And once we had the sessions, like the songs were the base of the songs, the bedrock of it, you could say. Once that was in the computer and we could see it, we can move it around. We had the right amount of time to make sure that we got the songs where we wanted them to be, and let the songs kind of grow with every
Right.
little bit that we added to it and took out.
Is there any significance behind 7 songs?
Nope, no significance.
just that's how many y'all came up with that y'all deemed.
It was-
Yeah, we had a couple others.
Yeah, it was like 9 originally, I think, or 10.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But we just ended up,
Cutthroat,
yeah,
Yeah.
some of them just ended up not being,
Abort.
like ready or,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But you always have,
That's what the next album.
yeah. you know,
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool. So they're still in rotation to some
Yeah,
extent.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
definitely.
And who's writing these songs?
It's mostly between these two here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jake, our trombone player, has a couple too.
Mm-hmm.
But the first album, the album that we just released, is
I feel so.
no, dude, I don't care. Is
To the podcasting world.
yeah, the first album that we just released is
If anybody's telling you to turn the mic, they're also new to the podcast. Sorry.
it's okay, it's okay.
Put this thing on wheels.
Yeah, seriously, that's a great idea.
But all of those are me and either me or me and Tucker or
Combination.
a combination or one of us or you can't really like plan it,
Right.
It's hard to like sit down and just I mean that's like anything in creation in the creativity. It's like if you're like I'm gonna write a song right now, it's like really hard to do if you're like just
Constipated, yeah.
you need some. At least for me, like I need inspiration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's the
Some-
best inspiration you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistency.
And you just, you have to like look around for it if you're not like trying to find it. Like,
Mhm.
you know,
It's a good point. Good point.
yeah.
Music feeds the soul, but food feeds the future. Right here on the Gulf Coast, thousands of families don't know where their next meal is coming from. Feeding the Gulf Coast is changing that tune one meal at a time. Imagine this. For every $1, you can provide up to 5 meals. That's like turning a quiet solo into a full-blown jam session of hope for someone in need. Let's turn the volume up on kindness and down on hunger. Visit feedingthegulfcoast.org to donate today, because together we can make sure no one goes hungry on or off the stage. Feeding the Gulf Coast, because every community deserves an encore. Whoa, 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 don't let the dogs out. The City of Mobile Animal Shelter has many loving pets ready for a nice home. Whether you're looking for a dog like Snoop or a cat like Doja, the City of Mobile Animal Shelter is where you can find your next friendly companion. They're located at 855 Owen Street, and you can stop by anytime between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We all need a little bow wow in our lives. Call 251 208 2800 because the City of Mobile Animal Shelter has you covered. That's 251 208 2800. Roof! Where does the name Pocket Chocolate derive from?
Um,
Kind of pulled out of a hat.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just
More or
sounds
less.
good.
Yeah. I think we were just like looking for combinations of words that
Yeah.
sounded good.
Tell us again, Tucker.
Yeah.
Great
You
play.
know.
Great play.
Combinations of words. It was no particular reasoning for it.
Okay.
Afterwards, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool because pocket is like the pocket in a groove.
Yeah, like a
musical
You know, so there's kind of like a double entendre kind of deal.
You ever
going there.
leave chocolate in your pocket?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't wear those again.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It kind of turns into like one of those own, like the Nutella things that you get from the store with like the little breadsticks on the side. You know, if the chocolate melts in your pocket,
I
you
was
just
talking
find
about,
some breadsticks and
Like
you can
crap in
just dip
yourself.
it.
Well, that's what's great. It can mean many things.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
You can still get the breadsticks out for that.
And also nothing at the same time.
Right.
Which is the beauty of it,
Good,
you know?
good. It's like Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's enough of that. Okay.
Speaking of comedians, I was actually listening today to
Andrew Santino, everybody.
I like it.
I was listening to a Theo Vaughn podcast today, and he and Matthew McConaughey.
Or just listening to that on the way up.
Really?
There, I swear.
Yeah. Did
So-
y'all hear the part where they're talking about the it's like our dopamine, where they're talking about Evil Knievel,
Yeah,
and like the dopamine in the moment was different from, like, it used to be like you get the most dopamine from the moment, then it became you get the most dopamine from recording the moment. Now you get it from watching yourself in the recording afterwards
Right.
and sharing that, right, with other people. You guys, with the help of Faux Show, shout out Faux Show.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is, but his stuff looks
Yeah,
amazing.
Jordan Fano.
Jordan Fano.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd love to have him on here. With the help of him, it seems, and some other videographers, you guys have great social media content. Has it become, do you feel, where the dopamine is more from seeing yourselves on social media, and the cabin video looks crazy, where y'all in the bunk, the bunk bed recording, and the cat,
Yeah.
versus on stage? Like, what's better, on screen or on stage?
I mean, I would say personally on stage.
Okay, yeah,
Gets the juices flowing for me.
yeah.
That's just me personally speaking.
Yeah, I guess for me, I don't know. There's a lot of magic that's more so in the moment than watching after, because a lot of times afterwards you can be watching it, and especially if because nowadays you kind of have to like post and promote yourself, you know.
Sure.
And it's not, and especially like being a creative type. You can have some business antics here and there, and you know
Right.
that forward personality. But it's never the same like kind of posting your own stuff and putting
Mhm.
your own stuff out and
But
having to
man,
be your own
yeah,
cheerleader.
yes, yeah. That's a
So
good point.
so like for me, I guess like the wholesomeness is and kind of more so in the moment.
But man, that like reaffirmation of like seeing yourself
Oh, it's great. You know,
on
you
the big
still
screen as you run into the end zone was
It's-
the analogy that they
It's
made.
it's
Yeah.
a great feeling, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like to have your stuff out there and like for people to see it.
Especially with these edits nowadays, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
and he
For
did
sure.
a killer job with those edits.
Right. What do you think, Gabe?
Which do I prefer?
Yeah, on screen or on stage?
Just kick it up.
Yeah, no, on stage for sure.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make like in the music realm that
That's a
it
good
was
question.
still the case.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the video stuff, it's cool, but like we just, it's more like a situation where we kind of have to in
Mm.
order to, you know, it as a musician's like before social media, there was no self promotion like that,
Mhm.
and now it's kind of 50% of being in the creative world is just like social media posting and
Sure.
like trying to get people to engage
Right.
and follow you and
And when you get brought up into it, it's second nature.
yeah, which is nice because like there's a lot of older musicians that like we've talked to and like played gigs with or they've just kind of helped us along the way.
Oh yeah.
And they struggle with it because like they've had to learn how to just do it all,
Yeah,
which is kind of harder.
There's
honestly.
a guy that I trained at his boxing gym this past summer. Yeah. And
Boom boom.
Yeah.
It's where we need like the effects board and you just play the ring ding.
right.
bell.
Oh yes. Anyway, he's like been trying to promote on Instagram, and he's an older guy, and he's like, man, the part that's killing me is this Canva. I've spent all week on Canva. It's like, you got to hire somebody else at that point. But yeah, it's anyway.
But it's nice, you have the tools to like do it on your own. You don't have to pay anybody if you don't want to, which is
Right.
is sick.
But like a lot of the glory comes from like seeing yourself on social media and knowing that, like seeing how other people see you.
Yeah, that part's pretty cool.
That whole
Being,
concept.
sure.
taking in the other people's reactions and you can see it in real time.
Mm.
I will say there's kind of like a flip side to that question where there's always been like an aspect of the performance that you kind of get robbed of as being one of the people on stage,
Right.
and that is not being able to personally witness what it's like being in the crowd at your own show.
Right.
And we're kind of getting closer at being able to really portray what it's like being in the room
Mm.
and being there presently, but it's still never exactly the same as
Yeah.
like
Actually being there.
exactly
Yeah.
seeing it in person.
What if there were like how in the NFL, you've got our NBA or any sport, you've got like a big screen that shows you what's happening. If you make a big play, you go like you watch yourself on the replay. If like at a concert, you're like watching yourself.
Look at
that's
that,
like-
George. It's down back about 15 seconds there. Wow, that eighth note he hit on that solo was woo, out the park.
Yeah, hell yeah. Speaking of before the generation of social media, let's dive into some James Booker. I want to hear some, or any Big John or Mr. John, any New Orleans legend stories that y'all are familiar with.
Ah, yes, Dr. John, MD.
Yeah, thank you for clearing that. Mr. John, take
I
that
mean,
shit out.
Yeah, I mean, all those old guys, those are like our heroes
Yeah,
in a lot of ways. I mean, just the musicianship,
yeah,
and going through the city and being able to sustain a career in the city.
yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys are legends.
And speak on how y'all were describing how it's tougher nowadays. I don't know if y'all were saying it compared to before, but like how it's just tough in general in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the entire market basically changed.
Yes.
Like that all got flipped around. You can go as far back as like, what was that first one? Napster. I don't know. Whenever they switched to buying the individual songs
Napster
and
was
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
digitizing,
illegal
Right.
like pirating of music.
Exactly, like the oldest days of
Justin Timberlake in the movie about Facebook.
Yeah,
He's the guy that made Napster. That's right.
that is right.
His character. I don't remember what his name is.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
But like most of us in
doesn't
our
matter.
youth,
Come on, 3 for 3. Let's go.
can you get it? Can you get
Doesn't
it?
matter. I don't remember.
Ah, well, most of us in our youth, like with the phones and when the phones like getting into the picture and everything. Basically, once we all had iPhones and Androids, you're using the free download apps.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
using,
man, I used to screen record music videos, because I didn't have cellular data, man.
exactly. And then you had
Smart.
like FrostWire, LimeWire, all
LimeWire.
those other ones, the old torrents, Pirate Bay,
Yeah,
and it's entirely a different scene because there's before that you would buy an entire record,
right.
and when you buy the entire record, usually you're not going to jump to the next song. I mean, you can, CDs, you had more control over that.
Or
Tapes,
just a single.
or
Yeah,
just a
so
single.
One song.
But there was a different relationship with that. Also, a different, source of income with that. You're selling actual records, but that also depends on the deal you cut to make those.
Yeah,
so on
you
and so
definitely make
forth.
more as a musician if you're selling vinyl. you
Yeah.
know.
Hard copies.
Spotify. I think Spotify is like 0.003 cents per stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
kind of
like,
absurd.
We have like 30,000 total streams, which isn't that much.
Yeah,
But we've made like
a couple
$200 or something, $300.
$200 to show for that.
Not bad.
You know,
It's a
which
start.
is like, if you think about it, like, even if it was like per stream, let's say, you could equate that to like one person buying or giving $1. It's like the amount of money is
It
crazy.
would've been way more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why, I mean, that's like the main way people make money now is merch,
Right.
or
And-
just selling
Yeah,
tickets.
selling tickets, selling the individual records,
Right.
guarantees for just getting a solid guaranteed lock-in deal for a festival gig or whatever the case is.
All right, since y'all are dodging the question, James
Oh, yeah,
Booker or
yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
John, who's better?
Who's better?
Who's winning one on
Oh
one?
my gosh.
Yikes!
I mean, they're both,
You gotta give Booker the advantage because he came before.
and he has
Yeah.
one eye. Well, they're kind of at the same time though.
Really?
It's like 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, they
I
overlap.
thought
It's like
Booker
around the
was,
same
like,
time.
The generation previously.
Nah, he's like,
Okay.
he died in like, I think the 80s or 90s.
Okay.
He taught Harry Connick Jr.
Right.
Mhm.
He was Harry Connick Jr.'s piano teacher.
He was his sensei.
Well, and he was like, he was doing some hard drugs and went to prison a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Harry Connick.
No, No, James
That's good
Booker.
stuff.
James Carroll Booker. But yeah, I mean, no, he's like,
He's like the Babe Ruth.
those are the guys, those are guys that,
Foundational.
yeah, they created like a style of music, which is, you think about it from the sense of,
That Mamba Blues.
everything that exists now,
Yeah.
and like you've heard, New Orleans funk or like whatever it is, New Orleans blues, but like it wasn't like a thing. It was just it was happening,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think about,
Mhm.
to be able to like,
Y'all ever watched that performance he did in France? It's on YouTube.
I think I have.
You probably have.
He's he's such a character.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. I don't even know how they were getting to France back then.
Yeah. They had planes. Yeah.
No way. He
No,
just-
yeah.
he just
I
transported.
mean, when he was like one of the first,
Witchcraft.
or maybe the first person to perform at the Maple Leaf, or one of the first
Yeah.
Yeah.
in New
Yeah.
Orleans, which is
Yeah.
like, that's like, if in New Orleans, especially if you're from there, but it's a super super legendary like
Yeah, that's where I went for homecoming.
music. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Maple Leaf, yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of like a part of New Orleans, which I think he's from Mississippi actually.
Uh-oh.
James Booker.
And then
But-
let's talk about some Dr. John, the Larry Bird to Magic Johnson.
That's a pretty good comparison. Yeah.
Big Mac.
Yeah. Unfortunately, also doing hard drugs, but managed to keep himself doing it for a lot longer than James Booker.
Made it to
But-
like 70 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, AIDS versus Larry Bird. You know?
Yeah, Larry Bird's knees, he
Yeah.
gave out. But yeah, no, I mean Dr. John's the best. Any of the like early Dr. John stuff. I mean, all of it's great, but the stuff with the meters and It's like produced by Alan Toussaint. It's some of the best, like New Orleans music you could find probably.
Yeah.
And we throw in some of his stuff too in our sets and whatnot.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Yeah.
good. So yes, with y'all's music creation, are you guys familiar with the Afghan Wigs by any chance?
The name actually rings a bell. But I'm not
It's
familiar.
the owner of the Maroney studio.
Okay, yeah. So like Rick.
Rick,
Yeah.
he's in that, and anyway, it's they've got a similar
it's
sound.
Is it a Canadian group?
I don't think so. I don't know actually.
Oh, it's
I
a
know he
group.
played strings with one.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, they've got a I think a similar sound to y'all, and that it's just blues. It's it's New Orleans, but you guys have like a more progressive blues, maybe. Is that,
Sure.
is that
Yeah. We and it's like we do a little bit of soul music in there as well, but it's kind of all comes from the same sorts of things: blues, funk, soul.
right?
Yeah,
But-
that shares the roots.
We all like a lot of different music. We love the Allman Brothers, we love the Meters, we love
Mhm.
Stevie Wonder, we love etc. and etc. So we like throwing in a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
We have coming from New Orleans, you kind of have like a specific thing right off the bat is like they're a New Orleans band. That's like a lot of
Sure.
especially when we go out of town, like a lot of people are like, oh, they're from New Orleans. They're
Oh,
you know.
play Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which dude, I love Mardi Gras music. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's
I feel like people they're like, oh, you're from New Orleans. You play great music,
Yeah.
but they don't know what the music is. Yeah.
fair, yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where is New Orleans on the spectrum of like Nashville is known for its music in a certain way, Los Angeles is known like where is New Orleans on that spectrum? Would you say?
New Orleans is, from from my understanding, New Orleans has always been kind of like a stepchild to it, but also like the breeding grounds of probably some of the greatest.
Right.
I mean, even this year, all the nominees were New Orleans musicians in the roots category for the Grammys.
Wow.
So that's only just this year. That's not even like the greatest example because I mean, it's a very different community. You can go to all these different towns and I haven't spent time in LA. I haven't spent time in Nashville. Wiggling around the music scene, seeing like who's connecting with who.
Right.
What the relationships are and how they interact and work together or don't. But New Orleans is a special place for that. But as for business wise and like, we had it down with the movies for a while. Obviously things with that changed with different laws passed recently and whatnot. But it's still a sacred ground, but it's kind of got like a bit of a middle child syndrome. And oddly enough, it's like
Interesting.
kind of between those two. But
Yeah.
Nashville was obviously the newest development.
Right.
But I mean, they have a pretty substantial scene.
Yeah.
They
It's
have
a lot
pr-
different from New Orleans.
Yeah,
too,
it's very
more
different.
Like country.
Yeah.
New Orleans is kind of like the older bare bones, kind of
Right.
just keeps it to the
Unk.
yeah
Yeah, kinda.
the original ways.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you for saying that. The middle child makes sense in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, give me your favorite memories from performing around New Orleans, like maybe at Tipitina's or Les Bons
Les Bon Temps
Les
Roulés.
Bon Temps Roulés. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first time we played Tips, that was like, dream come true level
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
One of the first places I ever wanted to play
Yeah.
in the city. Maple Leaf Bar was another one.
Yeah.
Once we got our foot in that door, that was a game changer.
Any
What
moment
else?
in particular kind of like stand out while on the stage?
Thank you for asking that.
Well, definitely when we
Yeah, what's some funny things that have happened while we're on stage?
I was going for sentimental.
sentimental.
I mean, like the amount of strings you've broken in the middle.
That's true. I've broken many a guitar string mid-show and had to play with 5 strings instead of 6.
Mayday.
Yeah. Doing tips with the Rascals band.
Ooh.
They're a horn band from New Orleans, and they were like so nice to us.
Yeah.
Just gave us like a great welcome.
Wait,
Stooges.
the Little Rascals.
The Little
About
Rascals.
The Sandlot. Now we brought in Alfalfa into the
Sorry,
picture.
sorry,
Bro, I'm
sorry.
playing that off too. Like, oh yeah.
I knew some. I knew
Oh,
something was
shit.
off. I knew something was off when Gabe and Dolan were like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
The first one was with Billy Ayuso.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just
Yeah.
did Rebirth Brass Band this past weekend.
Yeah, that's fire.
Po' Boy Fest. That was one of my favorite
That was
gigs
fun.
we've done in
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, what's it like performing with a brass band?
Yeah, I mean, we've but all the two tip shows that we've opened for like brass bands, they're kind of. I mean, it's not. It doesn't really change anything for us. I would say we kind of just do our own thing, but it's fun to play with them.
Yeah, how many people are on the stage in that scenario?
Well,
For us.
I mean,
the other bands.
yeah.
Well, oh, okay, so you're not playing like.
Nah. We've just opened for them.
Yeah.
So like we're playing before them, but it is nice in one sense because usually they don't have a drum kit. So then it's like we kind of have the whole stage changes after our set.
Gotcha.
You know, so like, you know,
You
sometimes
leave a mark.
yeah, well, and also to like you
Leave that pocket chocolate.
if you a lot of times like playing with bands that have similar setups, you know, like I feel like I have to get off the stage like as soon as possible because you know you don't want to waste anybody's time and like
Oh, yeah.
they could just get up there and start, but
You
when
start
they're
grittying up.
when it's like a brass band or something, they have to like tear everything down anyway, so it's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about that, I would say.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
But no, yeah, this past weekend was great. Po' Boy Fest on Oak Street was really cool. That was our first time doing that.
I like the way y'all promote y'all's upcoming performances, like the trampoline one for.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, he was just on the road with another band out in Colorado, and
Yeah.
just like
Shout out,
tackled it one morning.
Mr. Kenny with Hash Cabbage.
So are you doing it full time then? Music?
Yeah, I just stopped working like a day job that I was working for about a year. But I've been.
What was the job?
I was at a gym, like a gym cafe,
Okay, gotcha.
making like paninis and smoothies and stuff.
How's it feel?
How's it feel?
Freedom?
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Actually.
Shawshank Redemption, first day out.
Yeah, I mean it's not nice.
Big Grizzly.
It's not nice, like you know, having like a steady stream of income on a consistent basis, you know.
Right.
But I have enough gigs at this point where you know it's not like you know I can get by,
Mm-hmm.
and you know I'll just do little extra things or we'll take some extra gigs and
Yeah.
but
Dude, that's awesome.
it's a lot easier on my sleeping patterns
And-
too.
At Roosters, we are committed to using quality, locally sourced ingredients as often as possible. That's why we partnered with Bayou Core Farms to take their heirloom corn, locally grown in Bon Secours, and use it to create the corn flour for our new always fresh corn tortillas. Our other partner, Tortilleria E&H in Daphne, receives the Bayou Core corn flour and uses it to make the tortillas. The heirloom corn tortillas then get delivered to Roosters, where they are used to make our signature tacos. The end result is freshness and flavor you can't get anywhere else. Roosters, for the love of food.
How do you balance, like, knowing that you don't have a fixed income to balance getting studio sessions,
Yeah.
like to record
Sure.
this album? Like, because that's a pay cut, you know, like
Yes.
you're actually spending money.
We have to pay for that.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends. You know, the good thing is we've been like playing and kind of meeting people and connecting with people for a while now. So we have, you know, we have a lot of options. If
Sure.
we, you know, like, we have people that would happily record us for very cheap, or we have people that would happily record us for expensive. You know? We have, you know, no, it's true. But like we have, you know, there's situations where we could do it for free and it would be probably a little less high quality, but we could get it down, you know.
I
But
guess I'm saying, like, if time is money and you're spending money. Like,
Yeah.
does it stress you out at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Like-
does. But
Like, how
um,
worth it is it?
but yeah, I mean, you just plan and you try to plan, and you know, there's some really cool like situations, you know, in New Orleans. Like we're applying for a grant.
As a
um,
band?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
from there's a foundation called the Threadheads in New Orleans, and they give like music grants to local musicians.
Yeah.
You know, and you submit all kinds of stuff, basically explaining what you want the money for, how you're going to execute it. This is my plan. This is how much money I need. This is where I'm doing it, when, yada, yada. And, you know, you submit it, and then hopefully they give you some money. And then you can, you know.
Do you have to pay that money back, though?
So the way it works is, like, we would basically go to the studio or wherever we're recording, pay for that, and then they would reimburse us for,
Right.
you know, whatever the.
Right. So you get it for free.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's
But it's
you're
a
saying
grant.
that New Orleans can't be handing out money?
But it's
like that?
competitive though. It's, you know, there's
So,
like
yeah, and
there's
it's-
like you know, a certain amount that they give out, and then there's, I mean, probably I would guess at least 30 or 40 different bands /
Okay.
musicians
Wow. Okay.
applying for it. So like,
if not
Um,
more.
yeah, probably more, honestly.
Okay,
if I had to
gotcha,
guess.
gotcha.
So it's not like it's they you know, they rank everybody's applications, and like it's a process.
Okay. Wow.
So but you know, stuff like that, like
It's a prize
crowdfunding.
fest.
Yeah, Prize Fest was like a similar,
That,
you know,
that is
sort
actually a thing. Yeah.
of. Yeah. That's what we did. Like
Oh, you were actually
yeah.
referring to that. Okay.
like a month ago. Shout out Prize Fest in Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, just like basically the same thing, like a music festival. You compete.
Yeah.
They give out prizes.
Tell me about the Ireland analogy that you were using earlier. For,
Oh, yeah. I was just talking about how I saw a news story about Irish musicians, or like the Irish government passing this law about having fixed incomes for Irish musicians.
Right.
Because it's like, you know, it's like a promotional, you know, a way to promote Ireland and Irish culture, and also to like support, you know, the people that are, you know, kind of like an attraction, so to say,
Right.
for Irish tourism.
Yeah.
Is the word.
You got to keep that karaoke tap dance alive.
Yeah.
What do they call that? The
The Irish jig.
Oh,
the
yes.
jig. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta keep that. Yeah. Sure, the New Orleans jig and the Irish.
Yeah, dude. The Irish Channel, a place in New Orleans.
But yeah, that concept of keeping the culture alive through paying musicians. Why don't you think New Orleans is, or do you think New Orleans might do that in the future?
There've been like talks of it,
Yeah.
actually.
They've come out with some benefits recently where they're trying to find accommodations for musicians and
Yeah.
to help musicians. And
New Orleans Musician Foundation or something.
there
What's
is
it
a
called?
union.
Yeah, there's a union.
There's a musicians clinic as well.
Yeah.
That with being a part of the union, there are some health benefits and whatnot that they help
Yeah.
musicians with. However, I mean the city has its own issues as is, like
Yeah.
financially. I'm not going to get into all the details on that, but
Sure. Sure.
yeah, it's not exactly like they have a lot to throw out, but thankfully there are nonprofit organizations like Threadheads Cultural Foundation and Jazz and Heritage Foundation that do have things that they can provide for us.
Right. They have the Tipitinas Foundation as well. Right?
Yeah.
Lastly, what's the future plans with the band? Where do y'all see yourselves the next few years?
Super yacht.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's hard to say where exactly we would be, but as long as we continue doing what we have been doing, keep an organized game plan, keep up with everything.
Consistency. Yeah.
Stay on it.
Consistency is the main thing.
Yeah, it's been kind of a 24/7 thing for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Around different angles of it, and as long as we stay consistent and on it and on the same page.
Yeah. What do you think, Tucker?
Yeah, just keep on writing new material,
Yeah.
and then recording it, and then going out and playing live.
Yeah.
That's really the recipe, I would say.
Recording the live.
Yeah, and recording live as
At,
well.
at this point, do you think you've learned enough cover songs to where it's only original songs from here on out?
I hope not. I'd like to keep playing cover songs.
Okay.
we do it occasionally.
Yeah, I mean,
Depends on the show.
it depends on the show. It's about 50-50.
Yeah.
I would say original to cover.
I mean, it depends.
It depends, though. But I like playing other people's tunes occasionally.
Yeah.
And I think the audience likes that too.
Sure.
They're like, oh, this is a song I've known.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
It's good to learn new songs too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like challenge yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I really appreciate you guys for coming on. Is there anything else y'all wanted to bring to the table?
D-Man.
We do have shows
there.
in the future as well.
That was awesome, though.
I don't know when this is coming out, but we'll be back in Mobile on the January 30th
Yeah.
at the Brickyard.
Fire.
And that'll be like I think it's like technically the first night of Mardi Gras
Okay.
or something. I don't know.
Mardi Gras is early. Isn't it?
I know it
Yeah,
is.
'cause I
It
know
is
the-
like super early.
24th of
Premature.
January in New Orleans is Chewbacca's, I'm pretty sure.
Chewbacca.
So like
yeah.
in New Orleans, that's when it kicks off, and I think Mobile has their, they have their own Mardi Gras, obviously. And I think
We
that could
don't
be
we
like
won't
when
get
kicks
into
off
it,
for them.
okay?
Yeah.
We won't get into that.
I'm not saying anything about their Mardi Gras, but we'll be here.
We're also in the process of recording demos for the next album, which we're gonna record in like January. So probably about a year from now, we'll have another album. So just stay tuned, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pocket
there's
Chocolate, too.
there's some special information about some things happening next year that I can't tell you about, but just know it's big.
Just
Yeah.
know we can't tell
And
you.
just know we can't tell you. That's all you need to know.
But
And
what-
just follow us and check out our website, and you'll hear about it for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'd say what you can do is subscribe to our website.
Yeah,
Get on
also
that,
that.
email campaign that's going to be kicking off soon for the monthly updates.
Yeah.
You'll have all the news on vinyl pre-orders. We just put in a decent order for vinyls coming
Yeah.
in for this first album,
Tell them.
and then with the second one on the way and all the new updates coming up for 2026. You gotta wait and see.
Oh,
It's gonna be nice.
Ooh, sweet.
dude, don't hype it up too much, bro.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be really okay.
Everything's gonna be all right.
We'll tell you twice. We'll see you guys in the next wave.
Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Gulf Coast.